Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails, the second chapter. Today we're gonna have some fun with our next enforcer, Renne, the Angel of Slaughter. And I think there's a good chance we'll encounter not only her, but her Potter and Mother unit as well. The only question is, will that fight be combined into one fight, or two separate ones just like last time? So, I think the best thing we can do right now is just continue on climbing the tower, head towards her and try it out. And hopefully get a git all the way to 200 before we get there. I think it should be doable. And of course, grab everything we can along the way. Because the fight yesterday, the last episode, was kinda difficult with Luciola, but we managed, so we can manage Renne as well if we really wanted to. I can still hit it. Beautiful. Okay, so just the little ones left. And the big question will, of course, be after Renne, what will happen? Do we fight Lowy with his very crazy battle mech that he took the RC down? Will we fight together with Wiseman? Will it be a separate fight? Will we fight Wiseman at all, or will he run? Because let's be honest, if we were fighting us, we'd run, definitely. EP charge 3. There's nothing in his chest, but you imagine all the things that could have been. EP charge 2. I waited 4 years for this game and all I got was this stupid chest message. Yeah, put it on a t-shirt. Reviving Bomb. This treasure chest is on strike until further notice. Curial Bomb. You imagine this chest as it once was, brimming with treasure and full of delight. You can hardly bear to look at it now. Celestial Bomb. E to the M to the PTI. It's empty. EP charge 3. As you approach, the chest bursts open on its own. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. And I really like the fact that they are giving EP charges. This is basically giving you items to recover your characters on your way back to the next level, so you don't need to access the access pillars. Which is very courteous of them. And very much appreciated. Alright, let's take care of the big one as always. And it's mainly because the damage it does is extremely high. Ridiculously high even. I also changed the chest piece of Sherazard to be more art related, which increased her art attack up by 35 points compared to what it was. Which I think will be definitely worth it. Because if there were some enemies that we couldn't take down we can now take them out completely. Because we did have that with the XSEED, the small enemies that have a pretty high defense, but now we can definitely take them down with one soldier. Estelle, don't miss. Thank you. Poison bug is not too bad. Unless you're not protected against poison, and then it can get really irritating because, like we've seen before, poison does so much more damage than the enemy does. Yeah, are we getting enough Sepith to maybe enhance another character? A monster appeared. Another summoner, so we've got to take... Ooh. I'll definitely take that. A critical Phantom Raid? Very high chance they're down before they can do a move. Perfect. As always, you never let me down, Joshua. Unless you miss your target. Gaia's suit. As you look into the wood grain of the empty chest, you wonder how many chests could be made out of a single tree. I think roughly 4 or 5, depending on how big the tree is. And the older the tree is, the better the chest will become. Let's see. Gaia suit. Defense, strength, art, dexterity. No male or female preference. Damn, look at all their HPs. We should give it to Estelle. She has the lowest HP of every single one of them. And she doesn't have any additional stats on her reflector, so I think it's time to do that. Yeah, and this additional strength, dexterity, agility, and of course defense really helps. Then we can throw her into the fray a little bit more. Yeah, we're not gonna leave any enemy behind, because we need the CP. I'm not gonna say my entire tactic with dealing with bosses is S-craft related, but it does make a pretty big dent in them, doesn't it? And I don't think we've talked about this, but after we finish Trails the second chapter, we still have an entire game of Trails in the Sky left. I wonder what's gonna happen. The two conclusions I have is one, after we defeat Wiseman, a bigger threat is going to be released that we need to take care of, which is possible, like a Grand Master of the Ouroboros. Or it could be like a epilogue episode with roughly the same time as the first game, just following the story of everyone and what happens after they defeat Wiseman, how they continue on becoming the best bracers out there. Maybe even the story how Estelle, with Estelle and Joshua becoming the master class, just like Cassius, the S-class bracer. I do wonder where it goes from there, but there's only one way to find out, and that's to beat this game and directly continue on to the next one, which we definitely will. I will probably change my recording method with the Trails the Third, because since this week, as of the actual recording, I have to go back to the office almost full time a week, making it a lot harder to complete recording on the same day as I upload it. So I will probably change the recording schedule to the day before release. So, for instance, if I record on a Monday, the video will be posted on a Tuesday, Tuesday on Wednesday, Wednesday on Thursday. That way I have plenty of time to edit it, rendering it, and uploading it. Because if I have to do that after I get home from work, it will become a rush job. And I do want to take my time when I'm doing these episodes and not try to rush it off. Because, as you know, it never ends well. I get tons of surprise attacks. I get my ass kicked 6 ways from Sunday. So yeah, I think that would be the better thing to do. Alright, let's continue on, because I think we're almost there. S tablet. Inside the empty chest is carved, Olivier is handsome. And you briefly wonder if he put that there himself. I can almost guarantee it. Or is Mueller, his secret gay lover. Tear all bomb. Nothing. Well, life is full of little disappointments. Terrell Bomb? Hey you! Yeah, you! Stop reading all these chest messages and get on with playing the game. No. Armored Barbarossa. Mind doing me a favor and not opening me up again? Sure. And of course Barbarossa, the first reference I think of when I hear that is of course the boss of Suikoden 1. which I don't actually remember how I really need to play Suikoden again. Such a great game. Alright, let's see what we have. Defense. This is defense, strength, dexterity, agility, men only. This is a very physical code. Definitely for melee characters. And he hasn't got anything with additional stats, so I think this would be the better one for him. Yeah, it does speak of rage, less defense, more attack, going for it, killing everything. Yeah, definitely in a Git shirt. I think this is the first time we're fighting this one on its own and not from a summon. But it's fine, we can deal with it. Well, we'll probably destroy it before it can do anything. Let's be honest. Alright, that one's gone. And instacast the second one to completely destroy it. And again, I'm totally surprised by the fact that there is another coin behind the first one. Damn, with the new armor he goes from 1300 against the coin to 1600. That's insane. That's gonna be a lot of fun against Renne. Because in my head, Renne is basically a physical fighter. Alright, and of course, if necessary, we can eat something to give Joshua the necessary CP to reach the maximum, of course. Because I did make a bunch of food in order to do that. This is preparation for the pillar. 179. I think he will need a bit of ice cream as well. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's go! So you did make it. Renne, I thought it would be you next. I bet it must have been really hard to beat those three. But I always believed. I knew the two of you would get this far. Renne, do you still intend to fight us? I wonder. I did say I would, but then I couldn't kill you at the castle. And really, I think it all depends on you, Estelle. It'll... what now? It's easy, silly. Just take back what you said about me before. Huh? At the top of the tower, you said me being in the society was wrong. Take that back and I'll fly away just like that. How about it? Easy choice, right? Renne, that deal won't solve anything. Even if she says she takes the words back, it doesn't mean it. There isn't any point. Joshua, it's okay. I think I've got this. Can you leave it to me? Estelle, of course. It's yours. Thanks. You're gonna say it, right? Oh no, she's not gonna say it. She's gonna give her an earful. But this is Estelle. Almost till the end. And she will not lie to get her to move away. Come on, say it. Say, Renne, your being in the society is A-okay. Renne, you need to stop bullying people into giving you what you want. Huh? The world doesn't revolve just around you, and it won't always change just because you demand it. Even if you possess incredible power, Ren, even if your big Potter Mother will save you every time you misjudge, even with all that, you can't just change a person's heart on demand. I'll admit, maybe I'm just being a selfish doofus for wanting you in the society, for not wanting you in the society. I'm not sure myself. That's why I won't try to force you out, but I want you to realize something, that just like Joshua, you can do whatever you want with your life. You aren't trapped. You have us, always. That's right. I see. I give you all the chances in the world, and you slap them all away. You're a stupid idiot, Estelle. Yeah, and you're a child, Ren. Sorry, everyone. Maybe we could have avoided this fight, but I couldn't. Of course not. Estelle cannot lie to Ren, not about something as important as this. Because she wants her to be out of the society. And she knows she cannot do that by force. There's no need to apologize. You told her what I wanted to say anyway. Like, no sweat. Disciplining kids is part of an adult job. Time to get serious. Guys. I should have known. Combination fight. All of you then. All my enemies. I hate this. I hate you. I'll rip you, cut you, tear you. I'm gonna make you scream. Potter Mother, full output. Slaughter them all. Hold nothing back. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. This is gonna be insane, isn't it? Ooh, the big fight is not gonna be her, it's gonna be it. Oh, that does look cool though. Cordius class tactical archaism developed by the Society. Paramount in destructive force. Casually wields an enormous scythe with deadly force. Well, let us try to keep up with what we normally do. And I do want to see if we can maximize our power, of course, by waiting until we get some bonuses for everything. Do we want to pull everyone to the front? Can we? We can. Maybe I should have given a bit more speed. Even though we gave him a lot of extra speed with his new outfit. And I kinda want her to get as close to Potter Mother as necessary, so when she does get hurt, she knows where she can go to cry out. I do feel like we need to get rid of her as quick as possible. Faint. Didn't even think about that. That would be the perfect status for a heavy attack that that thing does. Oh well, we'll like I said, we'll deal with it. I do want to take the +10 away from her. So again, this is going to be a very risky proposition. And once this part is over, we'll try to see if we can speed them down a little bit. Yeah, I do want to focus on taking Renne out first. Just because she has the lowest amount of HP. And I do feel she has Death Blow on her weapon, so... a very realistic threat. At least against Agit and Charizard. There's also a good reason just to get that S-Craft out of the way. Like I said, I didn't expect it to hit multiple targets, but okay.
We're good to go.
Let's hope she doesn't do it again. Just survive one more round. Fuck. Alright, we're still here, we're still here, we're still here. It's fine. Let's see if this works. Both resistant, okay. All is not necessary. I think this should be more than enough. Alright, how much does she have left? That would take care of the death blow, but still having faint. And let's hope that Potter Matter cannot resurrect Renne, because that would definitely be a bother. Not totally unrealistic, to be honest. Fudge. I shouldn't have jinxed myself. I shouldn't have jinxed myself. Fudge, 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 fudge. Okay, so primary target change inbound. Yeah, we do need to try and focus on getting that thing out of here as much as possible. Is there anything else we can do? Well, delay didn't work, so I'm pretty sure speed will also not be a thing. See what their resistance are. Just standard 100, so we can do whatever the hell we want. Of course, just too far apart to do that. Whole lines. Yeah, let's just do Gehenna then. And again, we do need to keep in mind that she can kill Charizard and Agit whenever she wants. So basically, let's give it our all until they're both down. Will Dragon Dive be better than the single S-Craft? I'm just thinking about that. Because I'm thinking about using Wild Rage to get a lot of his CP back and then healing them with another party member. Critical. Yeah, Renne is of no importance at the moment. Without Potter Matter, then she'll be vulnerable. Without a parent to protect her. That's basically what it is, isn't it? no. Not too bad. Blind doesn't matter. I don't think you can miss with an art. Thank you for that boost, Renne. Alright. Well, we're not gonna kill her. Just gonna make her a little bit weaker. Alright. And then, ooh, critical wild rage, restore everything. Yeah, it is a good damage dealer, definitely. Calamity. We haven't seen her use her S-Craft yet, have we? Ooh. Oh, no. Ooh, beautiful attack, but very painful. But being very painful also recovers a lot. Alright. Do need to be careful that I don't kill Renne until we get rid of Parent. But until then we can nibble little pieces of damage from her. Let's hope that she cannot heal her own parental unit. Well, we're already over half of it, so it's going okay. Yeah, throwing it against Estelle doesn't mean anything, it's just a normal attack by then. Alright. Really? You're gonna start working away from me? Yeah, I do believe that I think priority would be in trying to keep everybody alive. Potential high damage powered attacks. Alright, Joshua, you're almost there. Next round would definitely be time for a single target S-Craft. Like I said. Unless you want to save it when it's almost down. I might need to use Estelle's move in order to make sure that Padre Mother doesn't get a critical hit. Yeah, we need to get it under the 8000 and then potentially a 200 S-Craft from Joshua and a Git will take it down and potentially get Renne as well. Well, I can always make more.
We're good to go.
All right. Well, that's definitely gonna give it a hell of a bashing. And we do also need to consider that if we take down Padre and Mother, that Renne might be able to resurrect them as well. Would be the first in the game that game does that. So I do think there is a valid point in trying to take them down simultaneously. No! Oh, don't get hurt, Ren. Okay. So what does it have? 6,000 and yeah, well, so it definitely can be taken down with that. I'm just gonna risk it. Worst possible thing. It doesn't die, Ren dies, it resurrects, and it loses a turn.
I will run no more.
Alright. Like I said, this is gonna be a risky move, but I wanna take it.
You ready for this?
And just in case. Because I haven't remembered if it only gives a status or also damages the target, so this would be a perfect time to learn that. Just in case it still has a sliver left. Nope. Yeah, wasn't too bad of a fight.
Should have done that.
And that scream of Ren in the end. What? How could Father Mother lose to someone like Estelle? So, the Gordius design isn't as complete as I thought. The burden on the leg section was too much. It's immobilized at this point. It can't be. Father Mother, stand up, please. There are enemies to kill. Kill them, stand up, do it, please. Father Mother. Oh, Ren. What do you want? You won, Estelle. You got what you wanted. It doesn't matter anymore. Go unlock the gate and go. I do need to do that, but that can wait a bit. Because right now, you're more important. Oh, shut up. You don't know anything about me. Why? Why won't you go away? It should be obvious. Because I really care about you, Ren. Huh? That's why. Okay, step 1 is something I think needs doing. I'm sorry. This will be light. Huh? That animation was perfect. That surprise on her face, you can actually see it in the animation itself. Ow! You hit me. I'm sorry, but you had that coming. I kinda get the impression you needed to feel other people's pain for a while now. That part of growing up, you know? Understanding the pain other people feel. You're just like them. You know you'll hurt me, but you still do it. You're the same as those people. The one that hurt little Ren so much. I hate. Is that what you really think? Do you really think there's no difference between me and them? I don't know. How about this? What? I won't lecture anymore. Ren, you answer how your heart tells you. If it's hate, then alright. But listen to yourself, please. I'm confused. My head is fuzzy, but I don't dislike being hugged, maybe. Well then. Home. Mother, deactivate your leg actuators. Engage booster mode. Ren! Oh, my head is all fuzzy. I need to think. Alone for a bit. Estelle, you can go up on the roof. Loey's waiting for you there. Loey? Oh, I knew it. I see. Thank you for telling us. Joshua, be careful, okay? Loey is really serious about stopping you this time. Yeah, I know. But don't worry. I'm always prepared, remember? Yeah, he did something with Kevin. I'm thinking maybe he implanted a bomb into himself to do a suicide attack against Loey in case we can't defeat him. I really hope not, but I feel it's gonna be something as drastic as that. Just like he taught us. Okay, well, I'm going then. Ren, wait! Bye-bye, Estelle. I need to go for a bit, but if you die, I'll never forgive you. Yeah, she needs to come up with her own answer to this problem. Will she hate or will she love Estelle? I'm hoping on the latter. Did that turn out okay? I think she'll be alright. You kind of piled a lot on her plate, Estelle. She hasn't felt things like that in a long time. A very long time. She needs time to think it through. She'll find an answer someday. We'll meet her again. Yeah, I hope so. Ren. Alrighty, time to get my game face back on. Let's open the lock and get going. Yeah, we should. Oh right, she said Loey's waiting for us ahead, didn't she? She did. Enforcer number 2, Leonard the Blade Lord. One of the deadliest fighters the society has, maybe the deadliest. We need to be absolutely, completely certain we're prepared before we proceed. Right. Well, I'm pretty sure we can activate the switch at least. Barrier to upper level transport gate now unlocked. Alright, there's the transport back down. Barrier to upper levels and transport gates now unlocked. Alright, perfect. I have to say, of all the enforcers, I love the Ren fight the most. Also because of the scene before and after it. Because in all honesty, I think Estelle played it perfectly. She did what needed to get through to Ren. In a subtle way, like a parent would. Amazing. And this is why I love the character Estelle. She's changed so much, grown up so much during the first and the second game. So much more understanding about how things need to be handled. Being rational and emotional at the right time. Oh, I love that character, I really do. I think she is one of my most favorite characters in JRPGs at this moment. I'm pretty sure there will be others fighting over the top 10 position. Who knows, maybe eventually I do a top 10 just with my favorite top 10 JRPG characters. Might be interesting. Alright, I think I will leave it here. We will start prepping for the next fight. I really need to start thinking about what can Loey do to us. And I'm thinking Feint might also be a good protection to have, even though I think making sure that a Git can do his skills, his Gara crafts. Of course, Sherazade being able to use her arts would be the most important thing. Joshua and Estelle, of course, have full out protection like they should, because they are the main characters. So I might switch up a thing or two. I'm also gonna check my orb and see if I wanna change it up a little bit, make it more advantageous for us, because at this time we don't have any earth wall protection, and let's be honest, I do fear the Lowy fight a little bit, because in all honesty I think the Wiseman fight, if it comes after Lowy, will probably not be as difficult, because the game explicitly telling us Lowy might be the most deadly assassin the society ever had. Does feel like an indicator that it's gonna be a rough fight. But it's gonna be an interesting one at that, because I really do think that that small black mech that he flew on to defeat the RCA, he's gonna fight with that. So yeah, definitely gonna be interesting. So, as prep, I'm gonna check my equipment, check my quartz, make sure our CP is recovered before we head over, and I do believe that we probably need to go another level up the access pillar in order to get to him, and after that probably one more to get to the top, where of course Wiseman will be waiting with his ultimate plan, what he wants to do with the access pillars, which I think is maybe activate the Oriole on a global scale, giving the Ouroboros society full control over active orbments all around the world, at least for now. Ambitious, but I think there will be something along that line. So, like I said, next time, Lowy is up, the Blade Lord, the one to be defeated by Estelle. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we settle the score with Lowy. Bye bye.